I want to take a deeper look at a story we've been following for some time. Despite the countless stories we hear of thousands of African refugees making the perilous journey to Europe, a quarter of the world's refugee population is in fact housed in camps within sub-Saharan Africa. The largest refugee camps on the continent, Kakuma and Dadaab, are in Kenya. These camps have been home to 500,000 refugees fleeing violence and conflict for 3 decades. But all of that could change. The Kenyan government wants the UN to shut them down, a potential move that has sparked outrage. Remember that some of these refugees were in fact born in these camps. Many have not known life anywhere else. Kenya's High Court has put a temporary halt on the plan, but the fate of these 2 camps is still uncertain. CNN's Jemana Karadje is joining us live now from Nairobi. So, Jemana, part of what's at stake here is that Kenya has had a diplomatic spat with Somalia for quite some time that appears to be being resolved at the moment. But the fact is, the Kenyan government has threatened to close down these camps several times. There is something about this time, though, that seems different.
Well, Zain, you know, we have heard this in the past several times over the past few years. The Kenyan government has said that it wants to close down the Kakuma and the Dadaab refugee camps. As you mentioned, these sprawling camps that house more than 400,000 people, mostly from Somalia and South Sudan. We've heard it before, you know, back in 2016, following terror attacks in Kenya, the government said that Dadaab is a source of insecurity, a national security threat. They wanted to close it down. We saw this financial incentives being offered to refugees for voluntary returns back home. But, you know, this time there are many questioning how serious the threat is of closing down the camps. As you mentioned, you know, some would say the timing of this during this political crisis that's going on between Somalia and Kenya, the heightened tensions. Is this just politics? You've got the United Nations, the UNHCR saying, OK, let's try and work out a solution here, a sustainable solution for the camps. But what is different is that the Kenyan government has set a date right now. They're saying June the 30th of next year, those camps will be shut down. They seem to be pretty determined this time. What is going to happen to the camp's residents? Well, the Kenyan government is saying that some will be offered the opportunity to be integrated into the local community through work permits, and that others will be sent back to their countries of origin. And that is a terrifying proposal, Zain, for people, as you mentioned, many of them, tens of thousands, who have known no other home other than these camps, generations who have been living there for decades, who have fled insecurity and instability in their countries of origin. That is still the situation there. Places like Somalia where they can't return. Take a listen to what some of the camp refugee residents told CNN earlier.
It has shocked me because that one will disrupt my education. This is the only home I have, and the only flag so far I've seen is the flag of UNHCR.
We have no place in Somalia, and I don't know what is going on. My children were not just familiar with it, and there is no safe at all.
And Zain, that man you heard from, he's been in the camp for 30 years. His children have known no other home. So in addition to this life in limbo in the camps, people right now are facing this anxiety and uncertainty. Yet again, this roller coaster, they don't know what is going to happen to them, and they have no say in it.
That is heartbreaking. Jemana Karadje, live for us there. Thank you so much. And we actually do have the perfect guest to bring this story home. Take a look here. This is a picture of Halima Aden before. She was actually born in the Kakuma refugee camp after her family fled civil war in Somalia. She lived there for 7 years. And here's Aden after she moved to the United States. She is a top model, gracing the covers of Vogue and other magazines as well. Halima Aden is now a humanitarian. She joins us live now from St. Paul, Minnesota. Halima, thank you so much for being with us. So you were born in the Kakuma refugee camp. Can I just say, you've had quite a life, by the way. You were born in the Kakuma refugee camp. It was your home. It is part of your identity, your culture. What are your thoughts on this camp potentially closing?
You know, kind of like the refugees said themselves, shocked. When I first heard of news that they were going to close the camps, I was just extremely shocked. There's refugees that have lived there since the beginning of the camp. And, you know, it's amazing that Kenya was able to host refugees for nearly 3 decades. And I'm very sad to see Kakuma closing.
Just walk us through what it was like growing up in Kakuma, because I think that people might have sort of stereotypical views of what it's like at a refugee camp, what it's like living in a refugee camp. But the Kakuma camp is really like a city. I mean, there's a loan system, there are businesses, there's trade, that sort of thing. But above all, there is a real sense of community. Just explain to us what it's like there.
Yes, I mean, I always say like my childhood was made, although we had bouts of malaria and food insecurity, there is no community like Kakuma. It's a very strong sense of community there. It is 66% even today, women and children. So we're talking a very nurturing environment despite it being a refugee camp. And it houses refugees from all over the world, all over Africa. And so it's amazing that Kenya was able to host us for so long. And I feel like, you know, there should be some sort of integration system so the refugees can stay, because a lot of them were like myself, someone who was born in Kakuma, all they know is Kakuma. And so it really does operate like its own, you know, modern day city. They have a very informal economy there. They do business loans and, you know, the refugees have made it a home and they're thriving. A lot of them are.
You know, our childhoods form a huge part of who we are and what we end up becoming. How do you think your time in Kakuma may have prepared you or really set you up for the life you lead today?
I think it made me a very diplomatic citizen. It made me, you know, early on in life, I had faced some of the world's greatest issues. And Kakuma has taught me so many valuable lessons. You know, you have refugees who fled war, famine, food insecurity, so many different reasons. And, you know, we found ourselves in Kakuma. And so I think early on, it just gave me this great sense of, you know, appreciating others and finding the strength in community because we were all that we had. And so just in terms of Kenyatta's decision to potentially close this camp, on the one hand, President of Kenya has talked about the fact that there are fears that these camps could be a breeding ground for Al-Shabaab. A lot of people think it's more to do with a diplomatic spat between Kenya and Somalia. If you could have 10 minutes of President Kenyatta's time, if maybe by some chance President Kenyatta is even watching the program right now, what would you say to him? I would say conversations shouldn't be had about closing the camp without the refugees themselves. You know, this is their future that we're talking about. Their children's life is in limbo currently. And so I would, again, first say thank you so much, Mr. President, for housing refugees, for, you know, providing a safe place in a time of uncertainty for so many, you know, thousands of refugees. And between Dadaab and Kakuma, we're talking almost nearly 500,000 refugees. And so I would just, again, greatly, you know, ask for a way to integrate the refugees into Kenya, opposed to sending them back home, because a lot of them, you know, there's a reason why they fled their native countries. If it was safe, they would have stayed, but they didn't. Right. I mean, there are huge questions right now as to what happens to these refugees, where they end up going, especially the ones who were actually born in Kenya and who know no other life. Halima Aden, it is a pleasure to have you on the program. Thank you so much.